Leadership Mastery number 54. I'm Dr. Jeff McGee. 3 sets of expectations in every organization. Those of you watching here today that have been through my Leadership Academy of Excellence series, you know where I'm going. If you've read any one of my management textbooks, Managerial Leadership Bible, Talentification, Change Formational, or you've been in a keynote where I've talked about 3 sets of expectations, this is a game changer. What I've recognized in business, there's 3 sets of expectations. And if we got these 3 clear with each other, it would reduce a significant amount of stress and lost income to a business. Here's how I recognize this. So whether I'm talking from a business leadership management ownership standpoint, or I'm looking at an employee standpoint. Let's say an employee comes to a company and all of a sudden they become frustrated with the company. I'm talking to them. They'll make a comment like, well, my frustration is that the position didn't turn out to be what I expected. The position is not really what they sold me on. Or if I'm over here talking to management, they would sometimes say the problem I have with this employee is that they're not living up to the expectations of this position. They're not able to deliver what they sold me and showed me and told me they could do. And that's why I started realizing, wait a minute, there's an alignment of 3 expectations. And if you want to write these down, it'll save you a lot of headache. Number 1 is positional. See, again, if you're interviewing me for a job and you share with me and you say, Jeff, this is the position. When we talk about the position, these are the expectations of someone who's going to occupy the position. And when you're done, you say, what questions do you have about that? And I say, none. Sounds like you did a great job. But you would then ask for the word positional. What are your expectations of the position? See, if you communicate clearly the expectation of the position and you ask them their expectation of the position and the 2 of you are in alignment, you pretty much remove anyone's ability in the future to say, that's not what I expected. Expectation number 1 is always positional. Job description, task, the position. Number 2, organization. So you've heard the same thing. Why are you disgruntled with the company? Employee would say, well, the organization didn't turn out to be what I expected. The organization wasn't living up to what they sold me on. They weren't coming through with what my expectations of them were. Or the company says to the employee, well, they weren't a good fit in our company. See, that's organizational. So the second of the 3 expectations is always organizational, making sure you're connected on that. And then the third is personal. So again, if you're the side interviewing the employee, make sure you communicate to them not only what the positional expectations are and the organizational expectations are, but if there's anything you've missed, that's going to be personal. What are your personal expectations? Because again, back to the person who's leaving the company. If I talk to them, they might say, it's not the position with the organization. They had a problem with you, the boss. The boss, the people weren't living up to expectation. There were a lot of, they're disingenuous or they're backbiting or etc. So again, if you think about how you organize your business to be significantly more successful, it's always around a series of expectations. The top 3 is positional, organizational, and personal. And as I'm recording this, I just had this exact same experience on a phone call over the weekend with a key business executive that was tendering their resignation to a company because the company and this executive for the last 12 months have been talking about positional, organizational, and personal expectations that were not being met. And the organization failed to act upon them, and therefore they've lost this talent. Now, from the business standpoint, this may be an opportunity. From the individual now leaving and going somewhere else, it could be an opportunity. But someone standing over here on the side, there's going to be a significant amount of collateral damage by losing this one executive over the next year or so. Not because you're going to say anything negative, but everyone else is going to see exactly what's happening. And so now their expectation with the organization is going to go down 1 notch. This is powerful.